If you're a woman over 50 who keeps buying running shoes, but they end up collecting dust in your closet, I need to tell you something that might surprise you. It's not about the shoes, it's not about your speed, it's not about your weight, and it definitely isn't about your age. There's actually one thing that separates women who make running a lifestyle from those who keep starting and stopping. And once you understand what it is, everything clicks into place. In fact, I've watched hundreds of women discover the same thing. And when they do, some run their first 5K at 55, others complete ultra marathons in their 60s. One of my tribe members hiked 39 miles at age 68 this year. But here's what's really wild. Most of them will tell you that the physical achievement wasn't even the best part. So if you've been struggling to make running stick, if you keep starting and stopping, and if you're tired of feeling frustrated with yourself, stay with me because what I'm about to share might be the missing piece you've been looking for. Let me guess. You wake up with really good intentions. Today's the day you're going to start running again. You've got your gear. Maybe you even have a plan that you found online. But then life happens. Work gets crazy. Somebody needs you. And by the evening, you're exhausted. And that run, well, it becomes tomorrow's problem. Week one, you're all in, maybe even a little too all in. Week two, life happens. You're back, your knees maybe are aching, you miss a day, then 2 days. Week three, you're making excuses and feeling guilty. And by week four, you've basically given up, telling yourself that I'll start again on Monday or when things calm down. Sound familiar? Or maybe you do get out there, but you compare yourself to your younger self or to that lady who just ran past you. Remember when you could run without even thinking about it? When your knees didn't ache? When you didn't worry about looking silly? Now you're dealing with aches and pains you've never had before. You're not sure where to start. There's so much information out there on the internet. Should I do couch to 5K? What about intervals? How fast should I train? How many times a week should I go? And honestly, part of you is probably also wondering, is it too late? Have I missed my window? But here's the thing. If nothing changes, 6 months from now, you'll be having the same exact conversation with yourself. Still frustrated, still starting over, still feeling like you're letting yourself down. But you're not broken. You're not too old. You're not unmotivated. You've just been trying to solve the wrong problem. What if I told you there's a way to make running feel as natural as brushing your teeth, where you actually look forward to it, where missing a day feels strange instead of normal? Picture this. It's 6 months from now. You're putting on your running shoes and you're genuinely excited. Not because you have to or you're forcing yourself, but because you get to. You're moving with confidence. Your body feels good. You're sleeping better. You're handling stress better. And honestly, you're feeling proud of yourself finally again. You're not worried about your pace or comparing yourself to anybody else. You've created your own running rules and they work for your life. But here's the fascinating part. This is what most running advice completely misses. The secret isn't in just the training plan, and it's not about motivation or willpower, and it definitely isn't about being younger or faster. And you've probably tried the apps, the programs, joined gyms. Maybe you've spent money on gear thinking that would be the magic bullet. Here's why those don't work. They're all focused on the physical part. But the real transformation happens when you solve the mental and emotional part first. I've been helping women over 50 start and stick with running for years now. Not the 20-some-year-olds that bounce back from everything, not the natural athletes, women just like you who thought it might be too late. Listen, this isn't for women who are looking for weight loss quick fixes. This isn't for women who want to win races or run Boston. This is for women who want to feel strong and capable again, who want this next season of life to be their best one yet. And I've seen it work for beginners who have never run a single step and for women returning to running after decades of being away. The key is the same either way. Let me just tell you how I really figured this out. I actually started running in my 30s, which already felt late for me at the time, but I really fell in love with it. Running became my therapy, my escape, my way of proving to myself that I was capable of more. But here's what I noticed as I got older and started coaching older women, especially women over 50. They'd come to me frustrated. They've tried everything: apps, programs, running groups that claimed all paces welcome, but then left them feeling like they couldn't keep up. They were focused on all the wrong things: speed, distance, weight loss, following somebody else's plan, and they kept quitting. Not because they weren't capable, but because they were trying to fit into a system designated for someone else entirely. Then I had this realization: what if we flipped the whole thing? What if instead of forcing yourself into someone else's program, you learned how to create your own? What if we focused on consistency over speed, on feeling good over looking like a runner, on building something sustainable and something instead of something out of your reach? And that's when everything changed. I started teaching women how to listen to their bodies and their minds, how to create a structure that worked with their real lives, not some fantasy version or where they had unlimited time and energy, how to make peace with walking when they needed to walk, how to celebrate progress that had nothing to do with your pace. And you know what happened? They stopped quitting. They started enjoying it. Some went on to do things they never imagined possible, but more importantly, they felt proud of themselves. That's when I realized I wasn't really teaching running. I was teaching women how to trust themselves again, how to make their own rules, how to start where they are instead of where they think they should be. And that's why I'm sharing this with you now. Because if you're watching this, you're likely ready for a different way. Here's when everyone gets wrong about running after 50. They try to follow plans designed for 25-year-olds. They think they need to run every day or they're not real runners. Maybe they focus on weight loss instead of how they're feeling. They compare themselves to who they used to be or to other women their age. And most programs out there are about getting faster, going farther, achieving some external goal. But here's the thing: that's not the problem. The real problem is that you've been trying to fit yourself into someone else's definition of success instead of creating your own. That's it. You've been focused on the outcome instead of the process, the journey. You've been looking for motivation instead of building systems. You've been trying to do it alone instead of with support. The real issue is this: you've been trying to become someone else's version of a runner instead of your own. And that's why you keep starting and stopping. That's why you keep feeling frustrated. That's why nothing is sticking. Once you fix this, once you learn to make up your own running rules, everything else becomes easy. So here's what I do differently. Instead of handing you another cookie cutter plan and expecting you to fit your life into it, I help you create a way of running that works for you right now in this season of life. This isn't just about logging more miles. It's about giving you the tools to succeed long term. Here's what that could look like in real life: a body that feels good when you run. You'll learn simple tweaks to your running form, your walking form, some strength and flexibility, so running doesn't feel painful or intimidating. Imagine actually finishing a run and feeling energized instead of feeling beat up. A mind that works with you, not against you. Will quiet that self-doubt, the comparisons, the "I'm too old, too slow" thoughts, so you can finally enjoy the process and trust yourself to keep going. A clear and doable plan. No more trying to squeeze yourself into someone else's schedule. Together, we'll map out steps that fit your pace, your lifestyle, and your goals, so consistency actually feels realistic. And a supportive path forward. You'll stay motivated with the right mix of guidance, accountability, and encouragement. You'll have a community of women who truly understand you, women who celebrate walk breaks, women who know that just getting out the door for 10 minutes on Sundays is a victory, and women who will cheer for you every step of your journey. This isn't just about learning to run. It's about building a whole person approach that finally makes running feel doable, enjoyable, and sustainable. And the real magic? It's not in some rigid method. It's learning to trust yourself again, to make your own rules, to start where you are instead of where you think you should be. I've had women tell me things like, "I finally feel strong again," or "I stopped caring about my pace and started caring about how I feel." I never thought I'd call myself a runner, but here I am. And these aren't women who are naturally athletic. These aren't women who have endless free time. These are women who felt stuck, frustrated, and ready to give up. Women just like you, maybe. Most programs start with miles. I start with you and your body and your season of life. We put the right pieces in place together from day one. I teach you how to run in a way that fits your body and your life with form that feels good, a plan you can actually follow, mindset tools that are going to quiet that noise, and constant support so that you stick with it. And here's what that actually feels like. You wake up, you know what you're going to do today, not because you have to, but because you want to. You move through your day feeling strong, capable, you're handling stress better, you're sleeping better, and you're feeling proud of yourself again. That's what's waiting for you on the other side of this decision. Look, if you're still watching this, something resonated. You're ready for a different way. You're tired of starting and stopping and feeling frustrated with yourself. Here's what I want you to do. I'm offering something I call Chat with Coach Lisa Call. It's just you and me for 30 minutes, no pressure. We'll figure out what's actually missing from your running and what your next best step could be. Maybe you need help creating a plan that works with your schedule. Maybe you need to address some fears about getting injured. Maybe you just need someone to tell you it's not too late and help you figure out where to start. Whatever it is, we'll figure it out together. And I only have a few spots available because these are actually one-on-one calls with me. I don't have an assistant or any like automated system. And honestly, if you don't take action now, you're probably doing what you've been doing. 6 months from now, you'll still be starting and stopping and feeling frustrated. And this isn't a sales trap. I promise you're going to get real value either way. But if what I teach you resonates with you, if you want help implementing it, then we can talk about working together. But again, no pressure. You're at a crossroads right now. You can keep trying to figure this out on your own. You can keep starting and stopping and keep feeling frustrated, or you can try a different way. You can get the support and guidance you need to finally make it stick. The choice is yours, but don't waste more time being stuck. Click on the link below, pick a time that works for you, fill out the short form so I know where you're starting from. That's it. Your future self will thank you for taking the step today. I promise you.